the EGs in the back of the clip for the dash bezel. In the back of it, that there's these clips back here that hold the bezel hooked onto the bottom of the dash like that. That's crazy. I was here hustling with that for a minute, but I got it off and I didn't break it. And now it's time to stop clowning me about no RPM gauge. So it's in, it's working pretty good. My camera's trash, it focuses in and out, so just bear with me. But some major differences that I'm already noticing that I've never noticed over the years of dealing with EGs, with the RPM and the non-RPM gauge cluster. For one, look at how big that fuel reading is compared to that tiny one right here, right? So that's definitely one, as well as the temp gauge, right? That's crazy. I never noticed that. And then the check engine light is up here on this cluster, but the check engine light, I don't know if you could see, is down there on this cluster. Crazy. I never knew that. I've never ever paid attention to that. Clock. I'm gonna see if I can find the clock. I might have one upstairs. If I can find the clock, I'm gonna put the clock in here and then put everything back together. What I found in the back room scrap yard, the clock. So I ended up taking these wheels that I had on my white EG off of my white EG. I had them wrapped in some Toyo Proxies, pretty good tires. I just needed something to put on the car that wasn't Steelies. So I ended up going with this really nice blue that I had on my white car, and it suited the car pretty well, and it's still 4x100, so I figured I'd just throw them on my EG for the time being, as I'm driving around the car, getting everything tip-top and whatnot. So here are some pictures of the car. This is pretty much what it looks like at this current stage. Like I said, the car was on Steelies before. I wanted to give it, an okay look kind of driving around. I mean, I do have rusted quarters and things like that I want to eventually get to, but my main priority would be to swap the motor. It's bone stock interior, fairly clean. I do plan on doing interior upgrades after the car is running with a healthy swap and aftermarket parts and things that I really feel like the car needs before interior. This is my EG Sedan. She's bone stock right now. I got her about a week ago. I was driving it and I noticed a lot of shaking and stuff going on within the front suspension and stuff, so I ordered a front end kit for it so I could do the upper and the lowers, and I also ordered some coilovers for the car, so I'll probably end up dropping maybe just the front today, because I want to wait for my lower control arm and my rear subframe brace to come in before I install the rear coilovers. So I'm probably just going to do inner outer tie rods, upper lower ball joints, all the end links and stuff like that in the front end on both sides. And then after that's complete, I'll install the coilovers, probably gauge them to the right height, right stiffness, and yeah, I mean, that's about it for right now. Obviously, you guys are going to be here through the whole process. So far, all I've done is basically just took the wheel cover off and cracked the bolts loose. So now I'm going to go ahead and take off each wheel and then get into doing each side. Car parts. All right, guys, so I just finished unboxing all the parts here. You can see I got the new lowers for both sides. We got the new uppers for both sides. We've also got I believe these are the inner, and I also have the end links and some outers.
So basically the full front end suspension. I mean, mine aren't all too bad, but on my passenger side, my driver's side, my control arm is shot really bad. So I just ended up ordering the whole front end kit. Also give me a little bit of reliability out of this car. And hopefully I never have to touch the front end again for the rest of the time being that I own this car. So I'm already changing my whole front end. I'm doing the inners, the outers. I got brand new lowers. These are the old ones right here. So I'm just getting my whole front end right, and then I'm gonna put on my sunk 2 coilovers. So today, we're back here at BYB headquarters. I've actually got something new for the EG project today. I've been kind of waiting on these to come in. So I figured I'd just do like a little unboxing video of my new motor mounts. So these are them right here. They're 13 20 65A, if I'm not mistaken, motor mounts. They come in these little wrapped packages, and then inside the package are these little nice kind of little baggies that hold the mount. I got here fairly quick. I was expecting it to be like 2 weeks or something like that. Here we got a sticker that comes with it, and I guess an invoice as well. Let me see. Yep, so yeah, you got your sticker and your invoice. I paid about $158, $160 plus shipping. Not too bad. They got here really quick. I want to say about 4 days, maybe something like that. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys that, keep you guys updated what I'm doing with the car. I'm gonna go ahead and install these right now so you guys can see that process. So for the driver's side, you're gonna need a 17 mil a ratchet and a breaker bar. Also, I've got the car on a jack stand. You guys can see, sorry, let it clear up. Got the car on a jack stand, and I have the jack itself holding up the transmission, so that way when I break these 3 bolts right here, it holds up the transmission and it doesn't fall to the floor. So what you're gonna want to be doing is with your 17 is just break those 3 bolts loose, and then there's one more bolt right here that you're gonna want to break loose, and then this mount will come right out. So at this point, I had already replaced all 3 of the motor mounts, and I don't know if you saw in the previous clip, but the car was on kind of like some steel wheels with some hubcaps, because I had sold the blue wheels that I originally had on the car when I first got it, and I picked up these really nice 195 55 15 Avid AV08s for the car, which are kind of like the spoon slip replicas, or you know, whatever you want to call them, rotor wheels, but these are actually Avid ones. Really nice fitment on the car so far. I wanted something that kind of had more of a aggressive look to it, so I went ahead and got these. They come at 4x100 with 35 offset. So yeah, I'm trying to make the EG B series right now. So I was at the junkyard with my buddy CJ over there, and we're just through the junkyard just looking for whatever, and I found,
we went for my oil dipstick.
Yeah, we went there for his oil dipstick, and I ended up finding this motor right here, which is a JDM B20. It was underneath, actually. Like, it's, as you can see, they kind of cut everything. Like, they kind of like cut the harnesses and stuff like that, which I'm not too worried about because I'm gonna get an OBD1 harness anyways. But it was inside of a DA Integra, which I think they start at 90 and they go up to like 93.
But this is actually a high compression B20B motor. So this is the bottom end that I plan on running with my GSR head. This is the motor. Got a little bit of oil leakage right there. This is pretty typical for these motors though. With it being a junkyard motor, I did, kind of, just do a quick run through of it and just make sure all these threads were good and everything like that. So when I go to mount it up into the car, it won't, I won't come across issues or anything. I did get a distributor with it. There is the intake manifold for the DA model B series. I don't know if this is a manual flywheel or not. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume so because the shell that I dragged it from underneath, it was manual, so I'm just gonna assume that it's a manual flywheel. It was a manual swap. The transmission was just taken out by somebody else. Yeah, so basically we just kind of jimmy rigged some seat belts that we got from the junkyard and strapped her in here. They had the guy came with the crane. It was like kind of like a forklift crane thing. Came with the forklift, and just I had the seatbelt strapped around it right here. He just forklifted right into the back of the beater bus, and yeah. So now we got it here with the shop, and I have showed you guys this yet, but this is my GSR head right here. I will be doing another video on that when I take it to the machine shop. I might take it there today. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, just wanted to kind of give you guys a cool little update on what's going on with the EG. The EG's at home right now. I'm still having alternator issues with my alternator getting power, so I want to resolve that first. I put a new battery in, I put a new alternator in, I changed the motor harness, and I'm still not getting any power to to my alternator. It's not charging the battery, so I'm probably gonna try and change the fuse box, do a little bit more research, see what's going on with that, and probably get back going on that project. But yeah, just got the engine hoist. We're about to try and just basically do what they did at the junkyard and crane it out of here, get it to where we could put it on the floor. There we go, keep going. Yep. Lovely.
You gotta pull it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do that. Just keep it up.
It's not gonna pull me off.
And then just go up a little bit more and let's pull back. Let's pull back together.
Gotcha. Hold on. I think once I come up here, it's gonna want to scoop. Where's the muscle at, man?
What muscle?
Beyonce's the muscle, and you got her recording, bro? Lit. I hear the shit pushing.
Yeah,
See it? It's supposed to be happening, right?
Yeah, so it
So
sounds like,
compression?
yeah, it sounds like it has really good compression.
Yeah,
so,
you can hear it. And here, I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be.
So
You can hear the air pushing, trying to push through.
So it cranks. Hopefully, she runs. I'm probably not gonna do much to it today, just because I just got it and it was kind of a spare of the moment kind of purchase. So I want to kind of better evaluate things before I just kind of start digging into it. But yeah, it should. I'm sorry, this is like my first time doing all this, so I'm trying to kind of get used to doing everything here. But it should be good. So got the motor. Time to rip it apart. Yeah.